A part is equal to A part as cos theta of omega. Similarly, secant imaginary parts. We get the imaginary parts like this. So sigma n equal to 0 to n minus 1. H of n sin omega n is equal to plus or minus h of e power j omega sin theta of omega. Secant is terms. Now take the ratio of this. So minus sign is there. So don't miss that side. In the second equation, put the minus sign. Negative sign here. J only will cancel. So taking the ratio of above gives. You can write this as sigma n is equal to 0 to n minus 1. Bhuvanesh, finish. So write like this. Write this term first. Write the imaginary term first and take the ratio. Then sense of theta of omega we can substitute that as minus alpha into omega. So cos of minus theta is what is cos of minus theta? What is sin of minus theta? Cos of minus theta is, so substitute theta of omega as minus alpha omega. So you get minus sin alpha omega. Cos of minus alpha omega is plus only. So which is equal to this term. So sigma n is equal to 0 to n minus 1. H of n sin omega n. So divided by sigma n is equal to 0 to n minus 1. H of n cos omega n. So this negative get cancelled. Get only positive both sides. Can you follow me? Yes? Yes or no? So after this, so cross multiply these two things. Sigma n is equal to 0 to n minus 1. H of n sin omega n is equal to sigma n is equal to 0 to n minus 1. H of n cos omega n into cos alpha omega here into sin alpha omega here. Write the terms as sigma n equal to 0 to n minus 1. Take h of n outside. You can write as sin omega n cos alpha omega minus cos omega n sin alpha omega. So which is in the form of sin a cos b minus cos a sin b, right? This is equal to sin of sin a cos b minus cos a sin b is sin of a minus b. Okay? Sin of a minus b listen. Last row. So we have sigma n is equal to 0 to n minus 1 h of n sin of alpha minus n into omega must be equal to 0. In order to make this as 0, it must have the symmetric property. That is h of n is equal to h of n minus 1 minus n, and then alpha is equal to n minus 1 by 2 or it will be equal to 0. Okay. So we have considered here constant phase delay as well as constant group delay. So we have considered that as alpha, right? So alpha into omega is the phase delay, and we have the group delay also the same value. D theta of omega divided by d omega is so alpha, and phase delay is also alpha. Phase delay is theta of omega by omega, which is equal to alpha, and d theta of omega divided by d omega is the group delay, which is also equal to alpha. So group delay, we are going to differentiate that with respect to omega, you will get the group delay. So both are is equal to alpha. So for the impulse response has constant phase delay and constant group delay. When the impulse response is equal to when the impulse response is symmetrical, about alpha is equal to n minus 1 by 2. So after this you understood, right? So in order to this equation to be converged, we must have these two conditions. These two conditions satisfy the symmetric property of the impulse signal. Consider for n is equal to 7. If it is symmetric, the summation of all the terms becomes 0. So it satisfies this one. Then this one is for n odd, for n even. The second one, windowing method. Standard windowing method. The third one is frequency sampling method. We have three methods. So in this windowing method, we have 4 to 5 windowing techniques are there, but in your syllabus only 3 windowing techniques. One is rectangle window, and then the second one is scanning, third one is scanning window. Okay. Right, the given sequence is non-causal. The given sequence is non-causal. Write up. The window sequence will be. Right. First one is rectangle window. W suffix R of n is minus of n minus 1 by 2. As a result, n minus 1 by 2. And 0 otherwise. Write this. So what is meant by non-causal? Causal means when h of n is equal to 0, 40 less than 0, that is causal. Okay? Causal means h of n is equal to 0. So causal means 40 less than 0, h of t is equal to 0, or h of n is equal to 0 for n less than 0, that is causal, right? So here we have minus 2 plus 1, negative 2 plus positive 1. So it is non-causal. If the given sequence is also non-causal means we can take the window function as non-causal function. That is the meaning Like that we have Blackman window and parallel window or triangle window which is not in your syllabus. Complicate this one, shall I have this? I don't have time. Complicate. So non-partial window method. Complicate this one. So now. Window method. The non-partial system window method. Non-partial system window method. So put the heading like this. Then write procedure to design FIR filter. Procedure to design FIR filter. Everyone note it down. It's important. Procedure to design FIR filter by windowing method for non-partial system. By windowing method for non-partial system. Right, step 1. Find x suffix d of n. H d of n. The given is the desired transfer function. We have to find out the desired impulse response. Okay, h suffix d means desired. So h d of n is equal to 1 by 2 pi integral minus pi to plus pi h d of e power j omega d e power j omega n d omega. Finish. Right, step 2. Choose a window sequence. Choose a window sequence. W of n. Choose a window sequence W of n. The question itself they will ask by which method of window we have to do. Second step, right? Choose a window sequence W of n. And step 3, find h of n. So this is the impulse response from the desired impulse response. So h d of n multiplied with the window sequence W of n. h d of n into W of n. Step 3 finished. Right, step 4. Find transfer function h of z is equal to h of 0 plus summation of n is equal to 1 to n minus 1 by 2 h of n z power minus n plus z power n. Simple h of z only, but we have the value from n is equal to minus of n minus 1 by 2 to plus n minus first hand window is 0.5 and 0.5. Hanging window is 0.54 and 0.46. Step 5. Reusable filter. Transfer function. The H dash of result is equal to sigma bar minus of n minus 1 by 2 into H of result. So the reusable filter transfer function means, so far we have find out non-Clausen system, right? In order to get that in Clausen form, we have to multiply that with z power minus of n minus 1 by 2. So the all the terms will go to the right hand side. So everyone sit tight and listen. We are going to multiply that with z power minus of n minus 1 by 2 means we will get all terms in the right hand side. Then it becomes Clausen. Okay. So left hand side, right hand side, both sides on the rectangle sequence up to this H of Z. And the right hand side change for now. For that, we are going to multiply that with z power minus of n minus 1 by 2. It becomes Clausen. So step 6. Find filter coefficients. And apply the magnitude response. And apply the magnitude response. And step 6, comment. Realize the filter by a suitable factor. So in the sixth step, we are going to get the filter coefficients. The H of n, H of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, likewise. And we are going to plot that in a graph. The matrix response we are going to plot. And step 7, realize the filter by a suitable structure. So far we have seen for ideal filters, right? Likewise, we are going to realize this one also. Here we are using only two forms, direct form 1 and direct form 2. Okay. So these are the steps for doing the problem. We have 3 window techniques. So one is rectangle window, another is standing and then hanging window. By using these 3 window techniques, and we have 4 types of filters: low pass, high pass, band pass and band reject filters. For all those we have problems in different combinations. Band pass filter with rectangle window, low pass filter with hanging window. Likewise the problems will be there. This is the